I didn't even want to run. Just went around the block to the top and done. Your brains in a fracture inside. Can't keep your mess.
Offroad Expo live.
All right.
So, got dropped off at Scott's house. We did a little trailer maintenance this morning and picked it up, dropped it off for its home, and now we're on our way to the Offroad Expo. Tomorrow I get to work it, so that means I get to stand in the booth all day and not actually see the show. But today I'm going so I can go see the show, network, meet with friends, actually enjoy it, you know? I'm gonna have a beer, chill. It's a good Saturday day off for me. I love this stuff. So a quick little insight on what I was talking about with the networking side of things, going to the Offroad Expo, is this is exactly how I found my job. So I kind of get a lot of questions from people going, well, how did you start with the off-road industry? Well, I graduated college. From there, it was about this time when I was finishing up my degree. I had about like a month left in school or whatever it was. And I was like, look, I can go and work in an industry I'm not really hugely inspired by, I guess. And or I can try to go chase my passion down, which I chose the latter. And I literally went to the show, started asking for business cards, seeing if companies were hiring, just talking to people, generally how they get their job. And about, I don't know, I guess 4 months later, I was working at Method. We're not hiring, so don't come crying to me about that, but ask everybody else. There's tons of other companies there, tons of booths, all essentially, you know, built within the off-road industry, or at least chasing that kind of dream and surrounding themselves with it. So, you guys have any question on that? That's the answer right there.
There's jobs out there right now.
Tons of jobs out there.
I always see guys posting up ads trying to hire people anywhere from, you know, the bottom of the ladder to the top. You know, there's opportunities. And at the time, I did have a college degree at the time. I was literally willing to go work at any job, anywhere, just to get my foot in the door. I needed a job, and you can't walk in expecting to be kind of top dog right when you start anything. So, just again, be open, have your mindset, have a goal, not a this year goal, have like a 10-year goal set up. That's what I did, and it's working out pretty good for me so far. So, hope that enlighten a few people. Well, maybe, you know what we'll do? We're gonna go see who's hiring today. We're gonna talk to some guys. We're going to find out if they're hiring. And if they are, I'm going to tell you how to get in contact with them. Contact this guy, HR department, call their main line, blah, blah, blah. Send a resume in, this, that, or the other. So, should be good. But we're going to get Del Taco. Yes. Shut up. How are you going to eat that churro if you've got a mouthful of taco?
Don't worry, I'll put it in there.
The nice part about working this event is I get to get this guy in for free. Oh, yeah.
Scan you guys on this side. You do scanning. You good?
Thank you. We're so in. We won. All right, guys. Here with Brandon from Baja HQ. He's going. Managing partner right here. And again, we're going to do a quick interview on thinking about what do you do, how do you get the job, what's this guy's looking for. Their shop, they build trucks. So you want to be a builder? You want to be in the sales on that side of the department? What do you want to do? What are you guys looking for out there at Baja HQ?
Well, we do a little bit of everything at Baja HQ. We do the basic stuff, lift kits, wheels, tires, accessories. But we're also doing stuff in conjunction with Cameron's trips down to Mexico. So we're prepping vehicles for Baja and kind of combining all that under one roof along with the Desert Assassins race program. So as far as people to come work at our shop, we're always interested in talking to some experienced installers. Occasionally we're looking to bring somebody on board that's green and just wants to learn, and has passion.
With that being said, I was never working in the off-road industry when I started. I came out here trying to learn about it. I kind of had an idea because I was building trucks on my own, but I didn't understand everything that went into it. So do you like training someone that knows nothing, or do you guys like bringing someone in that's been around the ringer,
Well, it is really nice bringing somebody in that's got a lot of experience, I will admit. But I think as far as bringing in somebody in that wants to learn, that's great too, because we found some amazing people. it's when me and Cameron think about our early race days. I mean, you know, Jake Patulis, Prep by Jake, came to work for us as a kid. You know, and there's so many guys, Chris Allen Motorsports, all these guys that cut their teeth. You know, and they learned coming up through the ranks. So I love doing that. So we're kind of, you know, I always say we're just looking to hire good people.
Yeah.
You know, whether they're experienced or not. If they're just good people that we think are a good fit for Baja HQ.
So I think what he's saying is, if you got a good attitude and you want to work hard, you want to be the best you can be, and you know, work for somewhere that lets you chase your passion. You know, a company like Baja HQ would be somewhere that's what they're looking for. So.
Absolutely.
All right, thank you, man. All right, so we're standing here with Jim Ryan from Score International, one of the most well-known racing organization ever made for the Baja. Anything off-road desert related. Sorry, I'm terrible with words.
That's all right. Sorry.
Anyways, so we're asking you guys, what are you guys looking for? Are you guys hiring? Is there any way to get part of this organization? Like, what can you do to be part of this community right here?
Well, that's exactly why we're at Off-Road Expo, and we make the big effort here to take over half a hall for the last decade. This is a community, and we were like one of the founding events of that with the Baja 1000 in 1967, kind of just generated an industry. But the size and scope of what Score is now on a global basis, what makes us very successful on our races, our Baja 1000, our Baja 500, San Felipe. Next year we have a new 400-mile race in Ensenada, is our volunteer system. So it's enabled everybody from hardcore racing techs to guys who've never even seen off-road to come and experience what goes on in Baja. The teams themselves have hundreds, depending if we're doing a peninsula run on the 1000 or a short course race in Tijuana. We as an organization have volunteers, and the teams themselves, I recommend just finding out, go to your local off-road shop or whatever. But everybody needs help, and again, it's some way to get, you have to have a certain amount of enthusiasm and drive, because
well, it's rough out there.
It's
you know,
rough
I
out
mean,
there.
you're in the middle of the desert and there's no amenities.
Yeah, we have a lot of movies out to show you that.
Exactly.
That's the glorious part. Our
awesome.
Dust to Glory movies and all the videos that we put out and a lot of the teams put out, they're the real deal. But it's hot, dirty, and you know, it's a giant challenge. But that's why people come back.
So much fun.
It's a challenge of life.
Baja is the best place, the most fun time I've had off-roading in my personal truck. I would suggest it to anybody. Are you scared of going to Baja?
Never.
I'm not either.
Never.
Thank you, man.
You got it.
Have a good day. What's the website if they want to go check out how to be a volunteer?
Score-international.com, the racer info site, with one of the tabs that's more specific to the race teams. The rest is just general performance, racing lifestyle. So welcome you guys all come and take a look.
Yeah. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I'll try to facilitate something. This is awesome. Thank you, sir. All right, guys. We're here with my boy David over here at Westin Automotive, and we're talking about how do you get a job, right? So what do you guys need? What are you guys looking for? Do you guys want to start like guys from the ground up? Do you guys have engineers and stuff? So
yeah, I mean, we're located in San Dimas, so we have customer service there. We have marketing and engineering. So I mean, yeah. So if you have obviously an off-road background, that'd be cool for engineering. Obviously, so you can develop cool stuff like this. For example, you got these rock rails for the Jeep. Everything is designed in-house. So yeah.
So and where your engineers at? Like, can you give me a description on like a couple of guys? Were they just fresh out of college and they were building stuff in their past that had like aerospace stuff, or what were their backgrounds for if you guys want to be an engineer?
You know what? It's a little bit of both, and it's a little bit of both. And actually, I actually have a buddy. He's going to school and he's working part-time as you know, just helping design stuff.
Nice.
So it's a little bit both.
So
it's
you guys
cool.
offer part-time employment, maybe
Yeah.
Okay, that's awesome. And what do you do for the company?
Yeah, well, obviously working the Off-Road Expo.
Do you work in sales or?
A little bit of sales, tech support, and then obviously the shows. So.
Okay, definitely. So you do a lot of show stuff. So you like working for the off-road industry? What's been cool about this?
You know, the cool thing is obviously like meeting people like you, Wally. I watch your channel.
Thank you.
So I mean, everybody. I'm an avid off-road enthusiast, so that does help.
What kind of truck you got?
97 400. Four-wheel drive.
That's a good truck. Those are all my Toyota boys over there.
Oh, all right.
Scott's hanging out in the back over there. He's just hiding. For me, I love working in the off-road industry because, you know, like, I'm just surrounding myself with what I'm interested in, right? So does that help for you?
Yeah. Oh, definitely. You know, I just went, was it last weekend? I was down in Tijuana for the race, the score race, so yeah, it's cool.
I didn't go to Tijuana. I wasn't there. We just talked to the guy from Score. Don't be scared of Mexico. Anyways, thank you, man. If they wanted to find information about your company, where would they go? What's the website?
Yeah, you know what? It's actually right here. You guys could visit westinautomotive.com. Hit the contact us form if you have any questions.
Sorry, Snoopy. You can't go with us. Dogs aren't allowed on the school bus.
Fix your hair.
Fix the hair.
Get it looking pretty. Okay. You guys don't know this guy? Who is this guy?
I'm the editor of JP Magazine. My name's Rick Payway. I've been in this industry about 20, too many years.
A little bit long. This
try
guy
that
is like
again.
seriously my favorite. Like he's no joke. Last time I was here, you were driving. Do you still have your Cherokee?
Oh yeah.
You're free.
My free tiki truck? Yeah, 323,000 miles on it.
And how long it took you? It was like a 1,000-mile round trip to get here and back last year in it.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
I know this guy has nicer cars. And he was driving. This thing had tiki torches on it. It was amazing.
It does, and they light up. Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
So what we're here asking is, like, you've been working in the off-road industry for a while. I've been in about 5 years now. Very young. What do you need to work
for this business?
For this business, what do you need? Like, they're not hiring a JP. He has no idea about that right now. But
I'd like to hire a JP. All right. What this industry needs is passion. You need to have passion to work in this industry. If you don't, there's no point. Don't do it for the money. This isn't a money deal. Are you rich?
No.
Well, you are rich
my truck's
because
very...
of what we do, right? But no, you do it for the passion. You gotta love off-road. You gotta love, for my instance, Jeeps. Okay, I love Jeeps. I was editor of four-wheel and off-road for 15 years, right?
That's true.
And I was tech editor before. It's like this whole thing that you see behind us. I mean, this is some awesome stuff. If you don't want to get into the industry for passion, don't do it. Don't do it for money. Do it because you love it.
That's exactly where it was. That's what I said at the beginning of this little episode thing right here. Do it.
Yeah.
You chase your dream, and you're going to be good at it because you like it.
Absolutely. If you follow your passion, you'll never work a day in your life.
Exactly. Right on, man. Good thinking. Have a good day. All right, guys. We're here with the boys, CJC Offroad. Amazing group of dudes. Brothers, twins, right?
No, 4 years apart.
What? BS. These guys are awesome. Don't look at the screen. So anyways, what we're doing here, guys, is we're talking about how'd you guys get set up in the off-road industry? How'd you start the company? Who are you hiring? What do you guys need to get hired at your company? Or what do you need to do to start that whole process?
Start it off.
We'll start over. How'd you guys start your business?
That's a textbook, dude.
Okay,
All right,
so Cole's really nervous, and he shouldn't be. So it's really simple. This is the screen. It doesn't care. That guy's judging you, but don't worry about him.
With his arms crossed.
So it's fine. So anyways, these two brothers, right? So you guys started this company because you guys needed parts for your own personal trucks, right? Kind of?
Yeah, so originally we started out, we were building some projects in our driveway, and we started helping our buddies with their projects. So we basically set up a dealer account with a couple companies, started picking up parts, and about a year or so in, one of the companies that we now deal with on a pretty large basis, they said, hey, why don't you start a web store? So one night Cole was supposed to go to a Foo Fighters concert, and I told him he needed to stay home to build us a website. And after a lot of yelling, we did it and started our first website, and it was pretty cool, and it was only had one brand on it, super simple. And let's see, where do we go from there? Oh, then we started working on trucks at our house for customers.
So we were both still pretty young, so we were living at home with our parents, and all of our inventory was actually in our
neighbor's garage.
5-year-old neighbor's garage.
And he didn't use his garage anymore, so yeah, pretty much from there we did the website. We went online, talked to a bunch of guys, helped them with their trucks. We were super niche with Dodge suspension basically, and we pretty much got a slow growing following, and had a lot of guys show up to the house to get work done. And about 5 years ago, one of our friends had some commercial space available in Bellflower, which is like 30 minutes from our parents' house at the time.
So we started out with
a shaky hand. We signed the lease,
Yeah.
not knowing what the heck was going to
The
happen.
smallest shop. It was one commercial unit.
Yeah,
We
one
had a little
office.
tiny office was probably 8 by 8. There were 3 of us working in it initially, right? So we had 3 desks against each wall.
It was like
Or
Wolf of,
three-
it was like
a
Wolf
desk
of
on each
Wall
wall.
Street in an 8 by 8 room.
So I think what they're getting at, and it's like I was talking with Rick Payway, don't do this for the money, do this for the passion. These 2 dudes, they had the trucks, they wanted to build their own trucks, but they're like, I can't afford buying parts off the shelf like the rich dudes do. Like, I don't own a company like King. Big company, long story short, these guys didn't have it. They're like, well, if I become a distributor, I get the part at a discount, right? We're gonna just start our own business out of this. Like, yeah, we're starting out of a garage, but here we are. We're gonna make an own company out of it. So they got customers lined up for them. They're working out of their garage, and all of a sudden, a little bit later, they've got their own showroom. They've got their own shop. They've got their own parts coming out. You guys make bumpers and everything.
Yeah,
now?
I got bumpers coming. We've had LED brackets for like 4 years.
They've got their own products. These guys like started a business around a brand of truck, and from there they've expanded it. They got this badass company, right?
It's pretty much how it's gone.
And what's next for the company?
The bumpers. The bumpers are gonna be
Bumpers
the
are
big
next.
push.
So up next, yeah, we want to.
Our own,
Wait,
our own YouTube
this-
channel. Our own YouTube channel.
They're going to use me, obviously. So with that being said, you know, with their new part and their products they're coming out with, they're going to need more employees, right? There's going to be welders, production, engineers, CAD design, all that kind of stuff. There's a lot of opportunity in the off-road world. You either start it like these guys did out of a garage and just kind of made it happen by being good at what they did, creating relationships, and just going for it, or you can come work for them. You know, they're going to need a good welder, good fabricator, a good CAD designer, an engineering department at some point when they grow enough. You know, what are you guys thinking in the future?
Yeah, I mean, most
guys?
of our employees, like even guys that have left to go on to do, like, you know, guys that worked in our shop and they've gone on to be like firefighters and probably a more glamorous job than being like an automotive tech. We've always like encouraged them, you know, because you have to start somewhere and just to jump in and then figure it out.
Absolutely.
A lot of guys figure out that grinding metal and wrenching might be good, but like I think he was going to start talking. One of the guys that came to work for us strolled into our shop.
So Austin, where's Austin at? We're gonna find Austin. This dude had a dream. You wanted to work in the off-road world, right?
Yeah.
How'd you start here?
Coming to buy parts and like doing random chores for them.
Chores.
Doing chores, yeah.
It's not clean. It's not easy. What is that one brand? It's like dirty hands, clean money, right?
But what do we get to do now? I mean, we've been to what 6 off-road expos.
Yeah.
Ventura Off-Road Show. You do so much stuff.
SEMA shows, all this stuff. We've always
SEMA
been
show.
doing
I mean,
trips with guys like you, guys from all the other
helped
companies.
put together. I don't know how many shop builds. I mean, we've done.
Work with a lot of companies, a lot of fun builds.
Yeah, you make a lot of friends from just a ton of different companies, and end up hanging out after work and enjoying this stuff because you spend so much time talking on the phone or responding to emails about just like dumb, simple, like trivial things about the products, but then like meet people like you or guys from like Baja, and you can just go out there and like take a camping trip and no work talk, no nothing, and just have a blast. At the same time, everyone actually works together during the week.
Yeah, like Austin here, like he didn't know much about Dodge diesel trucks. Now he has one of the nicest ones.
Yeah,
from, the nicest ones we've ever built.
So this dude right here, how old are you?
22.
Yeah.
He's got like a $90,000 diesel. It's retarded.
It's here in the show.
You've seen my truck. Life. I'm doing something wrong. Expo. Had a great time. Met a lot of you guys that watch this, which is actually really cool for me because that lets me know that I'm not doing this just for my own benefit, which, you know, I enjoy, but still felt good knowing that, you know, people that are watching are enjoying this. So Thank you guys. That being said, thanks. That's all. I hope this video is informative. Legitimately, how I got my foot in the door within the off-road industry was right here at the Off-Road Expo. And I just, you know, if you guys are aspiring to do something like this, I hope it works out for you guys. It's my Subaru. It's time to boogie on.